Hello everyone! In this video, we will discuss about history of Doordarshan. On September 15, 1959, the channel began modestly as an experimental broadcaster in Delhi, with a small transmitter and a makeshift studio. Pratima Puri read a 5-minute news bulletin on a daily basis beginning in 1965 as part of All India Radio. Salma Sultan began her career as a news anchor for Doordarshan in 1967. Krishi Darshan debuted on Doordarshan on January 26, 1967, and is the longest-running program on Indian television. In 1972, television service was extended to Bombay, now Mumbai, and Amritsar. Until 1975, television was available in only 7 Indian cities, and Doordarshan was the country's sole television provider. On April 1, 1976, television service was separated from radio service. In Delhi, the management of All India Radio and Doordarshan was delegated to separate directors general. In 1982, national telecasts, DD National, were introduced. Color television debuted in India on August 15, 1982, with live telecast of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi's Independence Day speech, followed by the color telecast of the 1982 Asian Games in Delhi. Doordarshan as a TV network finally took shape 2 years later, when the then-sole TV channel was split into nationally aired DD1 and city channel DD2, later rebranded as DD National and DD Metro in 1993. The opening and closing ceremonies of the 2012 Summer Olympics were broadcast live on its national channel, and DD Sports provided 24-hour coverage. Doordarshan Director General Vijayalakshmi Chabra introduced a pink and purple color scheme and a new slogan on November 17, 2014. Desh Ka Apna Channel, the national channel. In 2017, Doordarshan broadcast over a network of nearly 1,400 terrestrial transmitters, with 46 studios producing TV shows. Doordarshan is struggling to maintain its position in the television market since the introduction of private channels. Currently, Doordarshan is working to improve its studios and programs, with the primary goal of serving the country. Doordarshan operates 46 studios and 21 television channels, including 2 All India channels, DD National and DD News, 17 regional satellite channels, 11 state networks, an international channel, DD India, a sports channel, DD Sports. Regional and local programming is carried on DD National, formerly DD1, on a time-sharing basis for terrestrial broadcasting only. DD News, which replaced DD Metro, formerly known as the DD2 Entertainment Channel, on November 3, 2003, provides 24-hour news. All terrestrial transmitters in India relay these channels. The regional language satellite channels are made up of 2 parts: a regional service for a specific state, relayed by all terrestrial transmitters in the state. The DD India satellite channel is available in 146 countries. It was available in the United Kingdom via the Eurobird satellite on Sky Channel 833. Its logo was Rayat TV. Sky digital transmission ended in June 2008, and DirecTV transmission in the United States ended the following month. Ramayan on DD National set a world record by becoming the most watched entertainment program in the world. The 9 p.m. show on 16 April 2020 drew a whopping 7.7 crore, 77 million viewers. Throughout the duration of the broadcast, the show managed to reach more than 28.5 crore, 285 million viewers. Apart from Ramayan, many other nostalgia shows were broadcast on the DD network in response to the nationwide lockdown. Mahabharat, Chanakya, Shri Krishna, Vyomkesh Bakshi, and Shaktiman were among them. Prasar Bharati launched DD Retro as a full-time channel dedicated to such retro content in response to rising public demand. Doordarshan's parent organization is Prasar Bharati, and its board members are appointed by the Government of India through the Information and Broadcasting Ministry. Doordarshan has been used to disseminate government propaganda, particularly during the emergency. Only government sources were used to report the story during Operation Blue Star in 1984. Doordarshan was complicit in the creation of a video claiming acts of violence that were later proven to be false by independent journalists. Citation required. It censored a contentious documentary about Jayaprakash Narayan, an opposition leader during the emergency, in 2004. When Doordarshan broadcast Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh (RSS) leader Mohan Bhagwat's 70-minute Vijayadashami speech in 2014, the Narendra Modi administration and the BJP were chastised for misusing the public broadcaster. The general service duration was increased from 2 hours in May 1969 to 3 hours in July 1970 and 3.5 hours in December 1970. The transmitter's range was increased from 40 kilometers to 60 kilometers in July 1971. The duration of general transmission was increased to 4 hours on November 14, 1973, from 6:30 to 10:30 p.m. In May 1975, the transmitter's range was extended to 68 kilometers. Mussoorie received a relay transmitter on August 12, 1977. The general service duration was increased to 4.5 hours in November 1981, and it was further increased to 4 hours 45 minutes on August 11, 1985. The satellite instructional TV experiment of 1975 to 76 was the world's first attempt to use space technology for social education. NASA loaned the ATS-6 satellite for a year. Now that Doordarshan has its own uplinking facilities in a number of cities, it relies on the Department of Telecommunications Earth stations and a few others. The general service duration was increased from 2 hours in May 1969 to 3 hours in July 1970 and 3.5 hours in December 1970. The transmitter's range was increased from 40 kilometers to 60 kilometers in July 1971. The duration of general transmission was increased to 4 hours on November 14, 1973, from 6:30 to 10:30 p.m. In May 1975, the transmitter's range was extended to 68 kilometers.